I never know when that damn thing is going to go off. the music just wants to play.
It just goes off whenever.
It just seems to like.
It's like.
Well, guess what, folks? It's Tuesday night, and it's our last Tuesday night that we're going to be podcasting because of the scheduling, and every Tuesday the games are on, so we just figured we'll switch it over to Wednesday night. So from after tonight will be Wednesday nights, and of course if they play on Wednesday night, and we'll either do it an hour before, or we'll do it on Thursday night. I mean, we'll just have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Hyde is putting on his three rings.
Already got them on.
He's got his 3 rings on. Very good. Just make sure that top piece don't come off.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I was making it because it was about to fall off.
It does.
Yeah, that was literally.
Luckily, I was able to get it.
That's kind of why I don't really like to wear that one.
That's why I just keep it in my case. Actually, I keep, being that I have double copies of the rings, I keep the ones that come off in the cases. So good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday night, and we're back here at 7. And we are going to do a half-hour show of the Lightning. And then we will do the rest of the night with the sponsor list, and then football games that recently happened. Hyder's team lost, and the team that I was rooting for to win lost. So, that's the way it goes.
Well, let's just say that you were kind of rooting for the Ravens to kind of win that too. I don't think that you really wanted Kansas City to.
No, I don't like bitch boy Mahomes. I refuse to acknowledge him. He's not my tribal chief.
He
is
acknowledge
the
me.
Bitch boy chief. And his father is Thomas Brady, the all-time leading cheater, led by Bill Belichick, who can't even get an NFL job right now. But we're going to switch back before we even start talking about football to the Lightning for the first half hour of the show. We have one game to go over, and that was the last game before the shutdown. We won't be playing again until February 7th, which is ironically a Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So I said to myself, well, what should I do here? And I decided we'll do the February 6th Tuesday night show instead of doing the show on February 7th, an hour before game time. I just figured, that's the choices that I had. We don't want to go head to head against the game. So it's either you do it before the start of the game, or you do it the night before or the night after. So I just figured, it was raining.
And Jody said hello. I put it up there.
Hello, Jody. I can't see the chat room because I'm back to being unable to see the chat room because I can't get onto.
I have it on here.
Oh, you have it.
I put it up on the screen. So.
Okay. So yeah. Hey, Jody. At least we see what people are saying.
Yeah.
Even though we don't want to see it most of the time, depending on who's in there, and being that we're on Hyder's.
Well, I do have some things to say later on in the show. So.
Oh, good. Well, let me show you what he got me. Being that,
I'm such a nice guy.
You're such a nice guy. And he decided to do the Devin. No, he decided to do the Dylan Wood shopping. He got me the Giant Cup.
Yeah. I went out to a vendor's place, and I found that, and that's the only New York Giants stuff that they had.
So I got my Giants cup.
He had to wash it out.
Thank you very much. Yep,
he had to wash it out because like there was literally a dead bug in it. And I was like, you better wash that out.
It was washed out completely. It's more of a souvenir. I'm not going to drink out of it. It's more of a souvenir type of cup.
Mm-hmm.
So now I add that to my list. That's my football team, as everybody knows, since I was born. So we're going to cover the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes coming into the game was 23, 21, and 3, which was amazing. They're 2 games over 500. Actually, no, that's not correct because yeah, that is correct because we beat them 6-3. So yeah, that's their record current. We're 26, 18, and 5, and we'll go over everything. We got the man. I thought we weren't getting any rain tonight. It's coming down out there. Okay, so Kucherov takes the NHL lead in points with a goal and 2 assists in Lightning 6-3 win over the Coyotes. So we're going to check the box score and talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go into the rankings because that's Hyda's favorite.
Oh, yay.
Favorite part of the night is how these ESPN writers rate the teams. So, yeah. All right, so first period, 24 seconds into the game. Darren Radish with his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Hagel and Sorelli, and the Lightning are up 1-0. At 8:40, Coyotes scored. It's 1-1. At 19:26, Braden Point is 23rd of the season. It's 2-1 Lightning after the first period. And we have to beat Arizona. We really do. We can't lose to Arizona. You have to beat the weaker teams. My medal is not facing the right way. I hate when it gets twisted.
It's still not the right way.
It's still not the right way. What the hell?
No, other way.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, now it's facing out. This is my champion medal. And I'm a champion. And
I didn't bring mine.
And I'm a D'Angelo. So, and shades. I'm covering Snoopy's shades. All right, so end of 1, it's 2-1 Lightning. In the second period, at 7:36, the greatest player in the game as of today, Nikita Kucherov, at 7:36 with his 32nd goal of the season, assisted by Stamkos and Hedman. It's 3-1 Tampa. At 12:02, Steven Stamkos with his 20th on the power play, assisted by Kuch and Point. It's 4-1. Boy, this seems like a Lightning Columbus Blue Jacket game, doesn't it? Ching, ting. Bazooka. 15-18. Chaffee with a goal. His first. Assisted by Crozer and Martinson and Lilleberg. And it's 5-1. They score at 16:59. It's 5-2. We go into the third period. Glendening at 7:32 scores, and Tampa Bay Lightning are up 6-2. Krause scores at 11:48, 6-3, and that's how it ended. Tampa Bay with the win over the Yotes. So now the Lightning have beaten the Coyotes 3-1 on 11:28. And then they beat the Coyotes 6-3 in game 2 on 125. So that's pretty much how that went. The domination continued because the Lightning just kept on winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting these like 6-3s.
Okay, now we go into the Lightning Devils game. And the New Jersey Devils are no pushovers, but they do have a lot of players out. So
the rain's coming down hard.
It is. So now we're going to cover this game because this game's got some importance. Because we're going to talk about number 700, Victor Hedman, and career points. Awesome defenseman Victor Hedman reached 700th career points with his first of the 3 assists that he had. Brandon Hagel and Braden Point each scored twice, and the Tampa Bay Lightning won their 7th straight home game, beating the New Jersey Devils 6-3. So let's get into that game real quick, because I forgot we had 2 games to cover instead of 1. First period, no goals scored, so it was 0-0 at the end of 1. Second period, Nick Paul with his 13th, assisted by Hedman and Radish. It's 1-0 Lightning, and that was at 1:09. Then at 10:40, Hagel, the Bagel Man, with his 15th goal of the season, assisted by Hedman and Paul. It's 2-0 Lightning. Now we move on to the third period, where it was 2-0. Remember, this is 2-0. This is how busy it got after that. In that third period, where the Lightning just completely tore open it was a beatdown after that. In the third period, Andre Palat, a familiar name, scored for the Devils. So that made it 2-1. But at 3:39, Steven Stamkos with his 21st of the season, assisted by Perbix and Kucherov. It's 3-1 Lightning. At 7:19, they get a goal, so 3-2. At 13:52, Braden Point is 24th, unassisted, 4-2 Lightning. Bolts did a great exorcism on the Devils. And that be Jody?
Probably.
Yeah. Where was I? Okay, so Braden Point, his 24th of the season at 13:52, 4-2. Devils scored at 17:22 to make it 4-3, so it was close. But after that, Hagel, the Bagel Man, again, of an empty net goal, assisted by Cirelli and Kucherov at 18:21 to make it 5-3 Lightning. And then, of course, at 19:06, Braden Point with his 25th of the season, an empty net goal, assisted by Hedman and Stamkos. And their Lightning won 6-3. And that, my friends, is the Devil game. Victor Hedman got the first star. He had 3 assists. Nick Paul got the second star, 1 goal, 1 assist. Steven Stamkos, 1 goal and 1 assist, got the third star. And, if you look at the shots, we had 42 shots to their 24. We had 35 hits to their 34 hits. And penalty minutes, the Devils took 6 penalty minutes compared to our 2. Face-offs, we won that 50.9% to 49.1%. And Tampa Bay is now 27-18-5. While New Jersey slips to 24-20-3, 4 games over 500. And that's not too bad considering that they're missing like 4 of their best players, 3 or 4 of their best players. So we got the job done. Lightning, in the first game of the season against the Devils, we won January 11th in overtime 4-3. And then this game, which was 127, January 27th, our last game before the break, 6-3 win. We have 1 more game against the Devils, and that's on February 25th. That'll be on TNT in Game 3 of the series. And, of course, the Lightning didn't love the sellout, 19,092. You know what's interesting, Hyder? I meant to bring this up, and I don't understand why the WWE is saying this, but Amalie Arena holds 19,092 in fan attendance. Mm-hmm. They sell out every game with 19,000. That's a sellout.
Yeah.
During the Royal Rumble, and even after, the night before, the night after on Monday.
That was a couple days after the Royal Rumble.
It was a couple of days after.
Yeah, because it was Saturday. Yeah.
So Monday night, they came on and they said that 14,000 something appeared on Monday Night Raw. So I'm trying
they also have like half of it blocked off, remember, too.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Because remember they got like most of it
Stage.
blocked up because of the stage.
Oh, okay. So Amway holds 19,000.
If you think about it, they got most of it blocked off because of that. If you were to think about it.
Okay, so they got like 5,000 seats sealed off.
Probably.
Because they were announcing that it was 14,000 in attendance at St. Pete.
At St. Pete or?
Well, no, St. Pete, they had 40,000.
Yeah.
Which the Rays don't even draw even close to that. I think the average Rays attendance is between 15 and 20,000 a game, if that.
Well, I mean, that's WWE too.
WWE just blew away.
I mean, look at everybody that you had there. Like, you had CM Punk there. You had, I mean, CM Punk brings in them. Talk about CM Punk all you want to, but like he brings in the.
He does.
That's
undisputed. He does bring in the people, no doubt.
But I mean, but you had a lot of I'm sure that a lot of people were like surprised about it, and at least that showed a lot of good. I mean, I'm not trying to get off the subject of but I mean everything that happened with the whole Vince thing.
Yeah, that's a mess. We'll talk about that.
Well, I mean, that's for another time, anyways.
Yeah,
that's different. I've already talked enough about that on my show.
It's just I get a little confused because they were first at the Trop, and the Trop drew over 40,000, which never even comes close. 15,000 maybe if they're lucky. The Rays never draw anything. They need to get the hell out of St. Pete. I've been saying that for years. And I'm a Yankee fan. I'm not a Rays fan. I'm a Yankee fan. So I'm saying if you wanna get more fans and have a fan base supporting this team, which they haven't had, they need to get the hell out of St. Pete. St. Pete is not the answer. Okay. Then on Monday night in Amway, they usually fit 19,000, and they were saying 14,000 went. So we figured 5,000 was
maybe that's like probably about. I think that's how. I'd probably say that because at least because I mean they usually have that blocked off. I mean they usually would have that blocked off. I'm guessing because they had a big screen there.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. I don't usually see that big of a screen. Of course, I just wanted to see what Punk had to say and what everybody else had to say, and.
Mm-hmm. So
also, someone asked a question on here.
Okay, Gino is not coming back anytime soon. Cernak, there's a good chance that he's coming back after the All-Star break. That was reported. Sergachev might be back after the All-Star break, depending on how he's doing. No setbacks. He'd be back after the Fleury as well. He's coming back. Probably after the All-Star break. Most of the guys are coming back. Barring any setbacks, most of the guys will be back, which means the kids got to go back to crunch, which I don't like because the kids are the ones, they're the reasons why we're winning these games. It's because we're firing everybody up. Really, I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. I mean, he took such a dirty shot, and they didn't even give him a penalty for that shot to the back. So, yeah. I don't see Gino coming back. I'm hoping I don't want to put a jinx on him or anything, but he's in pretty bad shape with that hit. And I'll be surprised. I'll be shocked. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. We'll just have to wait and see. But I think we're going to get some guys back. They sent the kids down, so this way they don't, there's no sense of them being on the roster right now. They're down in the crunch, playing, when the crunch are playing, so they're getting their time in and everything. It's just, I want to keep the kids up here because it fires up the team. It's like is Cernak being back and Sergachev and them guys going to be enough to fire up the team after all these kids have been doing such a Lilleberg. We better not send him down because he's been their number one defenseman. So I don't know, man. it's going to be tough. We need everybody that we can. That's what they get the big bucks for. Figure out who we're going to have, who we're going to play. If they're not 100%, don't lace up those boots, man. Let the kids play. If they're not 150%, do not mess up the chemistry. Yeah, I hate the Bruins too. I know. I miss Jano. A lot of teams know that we don't have our big guy. That is true. They were scouting the Flyers, and it's a possibility that they might pick up a defenseman. Sean Walker, yes. Yeah. That is true. That's what I hear. They are shopping. They're not looking for, obviously they can't take on a big salary guy, but JBB's looking for any way he can improve the team. And, we could do a trade as long as we don't go over, the cap. JBB's got the numbers. He's the genius. So let him do his work. Remember last year, who we picked up last year. So again, just to finish off that last game, they scratched Bear Boulay and Eric Cernak. Obviously, Cernak's not ready to come back yet. Tampa moved into third place in the Atlantic Division, moving past idle Toronto. Cirelli played in his 400th game, as everybody knows. Radish opened the scoring for the Lightning 24 seconds into the game, the second fastest goal by a defenseman to start a contest in franchise history, behind Corey Sarich's marker 12 seconds into a 4-3 victory against the New York Islanders on December 14th, 2002. Tampa scored 6 goals in consecutive games for the 7th time in team history and first since April 21st, 24th, 2022. That's pretty impressive. So again, in this game, Nikita Kucherov, a goal, 3 points, 6 shots on goal, the number 1 star. Steven Stamkos, a goal, assist, 5 shots on goal, his 1100th career point. Congratulations. Ring clap, ring clap.
Oh, wait.
Yes, we got double ring claps.
Even though I got them on. I still did it. Either way.
Okay, so Cooch, number 1 star, Stamkos, number 2 star, and that kid Chaffee, a goal, assist, +2, 3 hits. Chaffee's doing good too. So here's your issue. Here's your problem. You look at the guys that are hurt, and then you look at the kids that have done great jobs. Okay? Lilleberg is definitely has to start. Okay? You have to keep him in the lineup. Okay? You just have to do that. Chaffee as well. Chaffee's played and earned a spot. So basically now the veterans have to be a little concerned because the kids are doing so well that Lightning may turn around and say, okay, well, we can go ahead and deal this guy because we have, a kid that's kicking ass here. So, we're going to make room for him. So one of our main defensemen, maybe the older guy, are we going to lose, due to his long-term injury? As of right now, it seems like that. The recovery time of Jano is, it's going to be longer than the All-Star break for Jano. But I like the fact that these other guys are probably going to be ready to go. And the veterans are going to come back. But some of these veterans are going to lose their jobs because these kids are knocking on the door. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. Let me put it to you that way. All right. So I think, Boston, 71 points on top. Florida, 66 points in second. Tampa Bay Lightning has played 50 games. They're 27-18, 59 points. Toronto is 1 point behind us, 59-58 points. And then Detroit has 57 points. So you have 71 on the top with Boston. Florida, second with 66 points. Tampa Bay with 59. Toronto with 58. Detroit with 57. Buffalo, Montreal, and Ottawa are 48 points, and 40. I would say it's going to be a real interesting three-way race for that final wild card spot between Tampa, Toronto, and Detroit, because they're so stacked and there's only a difference of 1 point there. So
I think it's gonna be a wild race for the third spot.
Yeah,
right there, because like,
it's going to be interesting.
yeah.
Let's see that's WrestleMania. The change of what, and that's football. Okay, so I am done with the hockey. Let me just say that we're not coming back to the 7th. Okay, we'll probably have our podcast on February 6th, which is Tuesday night, where we will preview the February 7th game against the Rangers, in which we will be in MSG, unfortunately. We got to beat them in their home park, just like when they came to our arena and beat us in our arena. We shouldn't lose to the Rangers. February 8th, we got the Islanders. We will be in Long Island for that matchup as well. So that's going to be a tough back-to-back. Here's what I'm looking forward to. Hyder, February 10th. We are facing Columbus Blue Jackets, the lowly Columbus Blue Jackets. We will be in their arena, so it'll be fun to beat them in their arena. Won't it? Yes, it will be. I answered for him. February 13th will be Boston. After we beat the Blue Jackets on the 10th, we will beat Boston in Boston. And then we come home for February 15th against Colorado. That's a tough matchup at home. And February 17th against Florida, another tough matchup. Florida's no joke, man. They're a pretty damn good team. Before I get to the sponsor list, I want to personally wish Ann Brunson Gargan. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. That's her. Go Eugene. I don't know. And help me out. What's the last name on there? I know it says go, and then it says Guen. Goguen.
What is the word?
Her last name is Gogugen. Goguen.
Okay.
That's the last name. So happy birthday! She used to do all those neat graphics and stuff for us back in the day when we first started. And it's been so long ago, I say to myself, oh my Lord, that was 9 years ago. She used to do those. So that's it for hockey. We are done with hockey for now. I said 7:30, so we're pretty much close to that.
I mean, we pretty much are.
Yeah. So now we'll go to the sponsor list. And then guess what? We can talk football. Everybody wants to talk about football. That's why we're doing football, because football is what people want to talk about this time of year with the playoffs and the choking going on. And, So I'm going to swing it over to Hyder, and I'm going to refresh my water with the sponsor list. And, okay, Hyder, there you go.
Yeah, sponsor list. Our Place Dunedin and Clearwater. Brenda's on the Causeway, Dunedin. Ozona Peak, Palm Harbor. Eddie's Dunedin. Hurricane Eddie's Dunedin. Snappers Comedy Club, Palm Harbor. Country Boy Dunedin.
You're coming up to your favorite one.
The one that I will eventually get to. Massage and Skincare Solutions Clearwater.
Which we was about a half an hour away from in Florida when we landed.
Yep.
I gotta get a song. Whenever I remind Hyder about missing out on that massage, I gotta have some kind of soothing song.
If we would have went down to the Royal Rumble, we could have gone down there.
That's true too.
Yeah,
that's true too.
We wanted to.
Yeah, we wanted to, but thanks to Allegiant Airlines, You have to book like 3 months ahead of time in order to get a damn flight.
Bunch of pricks. But then that's just whatever.
Number one bullshit. That number one bullshit.
Mason Dixon Christmas Wish Q105 radio station, 104.7 FM St. Pete. Santoro Pizzeria Tampa.
Santoro! Guess where I'm going when I go to Florida? I'm going to Santoro's, right over by the arena.
Forget about it.
Hey! Wrong
Spring
shirt.
Hill.
I looked at it. I had the Spaghetti About It shirt on earlier, so I changed it over to B. D'Angelo. The whole world will adjust.
Gulf Coast Nutrition, Palm Harbor. Cafe Connection, Spring Hill. Gators Dockside, Spring Hill. Mad Greek, Bristol.
Mad Greek.
J&K Crafts, Bristol. Giovanni's, Blumpville.
Oh, we love Giovanni's. Oh, yeah.
Bristol Honda.
Oh, yeah. Got to get my card. Oil change.
And StreamYard.com.
Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. All right. So, whether you like it or not, here we go. We are doing football. And, it's not really what we normally cover, but, this is the time of year where, people want to hear about football and the playoffs leading to it and want to see who the choke artists are this year. Well, there's a couple of them. And, the people that were expected to win didn't win in most cases, although a lot of people did have Kansas City and they did have San Francisco. But Detroit had him. And even the quarterback for the other team said they just flat out destroyed us in the first half.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But Detroit lost up 24-7. How do you blow a lead like that? 24-7. Totally dominated.
Well, did you see that picture of Eminem? Like Eminem was there. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Did you see him
throw the middle finger at?
Yeah. Did you see that he was throwing the middle finger at 49er fans?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, as they were winning, and then all of a sudden they turned it around.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah, he did that.
I'm sure he's
he's embarrassed now.
Yeah.
Well, he did say his final words were the next day when they interviewed him, and he said that we'll be back. We're not.
I mean, they have gotten better.
They're a lot better.
They're
looking to sign that quarterback long term. I mean, he did a good job.
Yeah.
So Detroit choked it up and lost. Now we get on to the sensitive subject of Hyder's team. And what drives me crazy about the Baltimore Ravens is that there's been so many people that hop onto this Baltimore Ravens bandwagon. And I told Dylan this. I was like, you know what? I was like, Baltimore has a lot of bandwagon fans that every time they get to this point and stuff, and they just jump on, and then they jump off after they choke. And I don't know if anybody was thinking that. I mean, Baltimore was heavy favorites to win that game.
Dylan and me kind of even got into it on message. Like I even told you about it.
Yeah.
Like he was blaming Lamar and everything like that. And I'm like, dude, it's not just Lamar. I was like, it's the whole team.
Mental mistakes. Just like Detroit had in the second half.
Yeah.
Same exact thing, man.
Yeah.
You can't blame just the quarterback. But Dylan's a little naive. He just wants to blame somebody.
Yeah, but it's always going to be the same thing. It's like, it's always going to be the quarterback's fault because, he leads the team. He's going to be – it's not always the quarterback's fault.
No, it's not. And, Dylan points out that, look at his record. Look at, did he show you the record of Lamar?
Yeah.
So he's looking at that and thinking that Lamar is 100% responsible for this loss. No.
No,
No.
it's not. I mean, they were. It just happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, look at the Cowboys.
The Chiefs were a better team that day. I mean, I was blaming the team.
Team
I
lost.
was disappointed.
Well, people are saying in Detroit lost.
Did I
they
cry
were blaming
about
the coach. They
I
were
mean-
blaming the coach for that.
Yeah.
Could he have done the field goals instead of going for it on fourth?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, he was literally crying over his calls. He feels responsible because he made those calls.
Yeah.
But it's not just the coach's fault, and it's not just the quarterback's fault. It's a team.
It's a team
loss.
effort.
And this is
That's why it's like there's like that old saying, like there's no I in team,
exactly.
and people need to get that through their thick skulls, but they won't because like I don't think they've really ever been part of a team. It's like
Yeah.
they always just want to poke fun at that person.
So now we have a battle of Purdy, who I'm not convinced. I don't care for Purdy that much.
I mean, it took a lot for him to come. Right? I mean, for them to
being
come
down
back,
that bad,
for them to come back, that shows a lot. I mean, for them to come back from a 17-point game, that shows a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
that tells a lot.
No question about it. So we have our matchup for Super Bowl in Vegas. Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs upset the Baltimore Orioles to claim the AFC Championship, and the NFC's top seed San Francisco 49ers pulled away late after a second half charge to top the Detroit Lions. Now, according to this, the 49ers, who are slight favorites at the opening in the early betting, last reached the Super Bowl after the 2019 season and fell to the Chiefs, who have been the big game 3 of the last 4 games. So they're saying right now that the San Francisco 49ers are slight favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, Mahomes is laughing at that. He's like, that's probably
The one thing that I
motivation
didn't
for him.
like about the whole before the Chiefs game with the Ravens,
Mhm.
I mean, with the Ravens kicker,
Yeah.
like I don't know if you've seen it or not or heard it about it or not, but like before the game started, they were stretching and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Mahomes and Kelsey decided to took some of his stuff, took the kicker of the Ravens, Justin Tucker's stuff,
Mhm.
and threw it
Uh,
over to that side,
yeah.
like pretty much intimidating and bullying, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
And that's to me, that's bullying and intimidating. Just because like you're on the commercials and and Kelsey's trying to being like, well, I'm retiring and I'm trying to show off for my girlfriend and all this other stuff
Mhm.
because I got a big time girlfriend. Well, never know, buddy. She might end up breaking up with you and then write a bad song about you.
You
Never know.
got that right.
I mean, she has done it. She's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
She might end up saying some stuff about you and Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean that could happen.
So, one thing that I was like that after I mean, I was disappointed after the game, but the one I mean, of course, me and you talked about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I will get this off my chest because I do want to talk about it.
There we go. Brace yourself.
Oh God. Because I had a friend that we know. Well, a more toxic fan of the Ravens. We know who it is. He's been on it. He's watched this show. So, not going to name names on here because I don't want
I know who it is.
to. Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure Jody knows who it is.
Jody's knows. Jody's very familiar with that.
Yeah. So,
Jody,
but I mean,
Jody's the gatekeeper.
he pretty much cried after the Ravens lost. So, Faith did not like. She likes the Ravens for me.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of does. But she doesn't really like the Ravens, and a lot of people get turned off by the Ravens because of him. Because of that that toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Because of him, because of like how he likes to say that the Ravens will hurt other players and stuff like that. And that's not right to do.
It's not right.
It's not,
To purposely, I'm going to get my word in here, to purposely try to injure somebody. I'll give you another example, and it's off football for a minute. You see that last night where Drew McIntyre just went right into CM Punk and didn't care about his injury. He just said, "You know what? I don't give a hell about you." He stomped him.
He's like, I prayed that you got, like pretty much like
worst.
I was like, really, dude? That's like that's heel. That's heel.
That's dirty heel.
That's heel.
Yeah, that's dirty heel in my book. Wishing somebody bodily injury and injuring somebody with the intention of injuring somebody, just like in hockey, when those son of a bitches take shots at somebody and injure them, like Janot. Janot's a victim of that. Our Janot on the Lightning, he took a shot to the back, so dirty and not even called. And now he's like, he may not be back the rest of the season, depending on how the progress is. And it's a really serious thing. You're not, you have your back turned. You don't know what's coming into your back. That is an intention to hit and hurt somebody. You take out he's our big fighter, right? He's our big champion fighter. Oh, you take out our champion fighter, and that really, weakens us. We don't have a fighter to stick up for our kids anymore because was taken out on a dirty head.
Yeah.
So right back to you, what you were.
The toxic fan was crying, so Faith decided to pretty much rub it in his face about it.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't rubbing it in my face because, I had Chiefs fans pretty much say like, "Good game," call me up and be like, "Good game," and I was like, "Good game to you."
Mm-hmm.
I would do that.
Hate your quarterback. I hate your quarterback, but congratulations.
It really don't. I mean, don't like your quarterback, but congrats. I don't like Mahomes. I don't like Kelsey.
Then it's funny when they ask you why. Why do you hate Mahomes?
You
know what? I'm going to tell you why. I spent all these years hating Tom Brady because he quarterbacked for the biggest cheating coach in the history of football, and Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He learned how to cheat from Bill Belichick. And you people don't think that that's true. You people, Tampa Bay fans, Tampa Bay Buck fans, they hated Tom Brady. They couldn't stand Tom Brady because they knew he cheated for Belichick. He always cheated for Belichick. And when they got him, they were like, "Oh man, we got Tom Brady. We got the greatest quarterback in the NFL. Oh yeah, we love Tom Brady. We're gonna bend over and kiss his ass now because he's on our team." It wasn't just him that won the Super Bowl, fellas. It was a team effort. It was the defense. The defense had a lot to do with why they won that Super Bowl. And let me remind you, it's only one Super Bowl out of those years. Okay? So they got the cheating Brady without the cheating coach, and he goes in there and he wins the Super Bowl, and they say, Tom Brady won us the Super Bowl.
Mind you that nobody really wanted Tom Brady well, not only that, but whenever the Patriots whenever Bill Belichick pretty much whenever Tom Brady left the Patriots,
that was it.
Tom Belichick already was saying he's past his prime. He's done, over with. Brady was like, no, I'm not. He's like, I'll show you.
Yeah, but what did he do?
It
wasn't just Brady, though, that is responsible for that.
I mean, he helped another team. He was a team player, and he went to another team, and he helped another team get to that. And I mean, he didn't even need the.
Yeah, well, he had Gronk with him. He brought Gronk with him.
Yeah.
So he had the enforcer there, but the bottom line is, for all those years that Brady played under Belichick,
but Mahomes is worse.
Mahomes is a bigger crybaby bitch than Brady is.
Yeah. Plus, you have him on a lot of commercials. You have him and Kelsey on a lot of commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You have his mom and wife complaining on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And social media wasn't as big whenever Tom Brady was playing. Mm-hmm. That's the bad part about it.
Well, social media was pretty amped up when my Giants and Eli Manning conquered the Brady streak of all those winning Super Bowls, when my Giants, the only team to beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl, baby. Those are my Giants, man. That's my Giants. They beat the cheater twice. The only team to beat the cheater twice. And that makes me feel so good, because I could say that because it happened. It's true. Brady went down to his father. Let's talk about his father. The father that struck Brady and defeated him twice in the Super Bowl. I absolutely love it. Sports Illustrated had a big thing saying, what a big upset. Oh, my God. New England was so favored and everything. And the Giants and Eli Manning, Hall of Fame Eli Manning, quarterback, defeated Brady twice. I just love that. I turn a negative into a positive. I talk about bitch boy Mahomes, and then I go right to the good one, the one of the greatest quarterbacks in Eli Manning, the man that guided the Giants to those two upsets and our four Super Bowl championships. I had to do that. I had to say it. And nobody can deny it. Nobody can tell me any different. Period. End of story. I don't want to hear no Buck fans crying. And no. Brady's a cheater. Always will be a cheater. And he learned from his father, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he's about to probably, if Andy Reid retires.
If Andy Reid retires, there's a story going around that Bill Belichick will cheat with KC. Teach him how to cheat.
Teach Mahomes how to cheat.
Oh, yeah, that's all we need. It's Mahomes cheating. And he'll be in a Brady class. Well, he's already in a Brady class.
I think he's above that.
But, like I said, it's true. And all you Buck fans that say I'm lying and it's bullshit and everything, no, it's not. You guys did never like Tom Brady.
The Bucks didn't want. I mean, no one really wanted Tom Brady whenever. I mean, they even said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were even talking about that on. I think it was on one of the shows that I was watching a while back. They were like, no one wanted Tom Brady whenever, and the Bucks took him.
Yeah,
because Bill Belichick was saying, "Oh, you're past your prime, Tom." like, and then, but I mean, the same thing was with Lamar.
Yeah,
nobody wanted Lamar.
Well,
And look, and
he got his own fans turning on him.
I mean, it's like, but Lamar went back to the Ravens, but like, I think Lamar did. I mean, they did a pretty good job this season. Them and the Lions did. They both did a good season.
Both teams deserved a better fate, and it's because both teams lost that there's absolutely hardly any interest in this final battle for the Super Bowl between Kansas City and San Francisco.
Yeah, there's nobody interested in between them two now.
Yeah,
but the thing about like with the toxic fan that I was talking about and stuff like that. I mean, they cried, and then whenever Faith mentioned about, because the fan kept on mentioning about her Cowboys, because he gives it and he can't take it. If you can't dish it, I mean, if you can dish it, you have to take it.
Right. That's true.
Got to be willing to take it, because like you can't be having your girlfriend or whoever take your phone away. And I hope you see this, because you can't be having your phone taken away or anything like that.
She's the gatekeeper.
Huh?
She's controlling her. She's taking.
I mean, she took she literally was like, "Well, I don't want nobody to be mean to him." That's literally what she.
The way he flaps his gums and everything.
Yeah.
First of all, he knows nothing about sports. He comes on my show and he thinks he knows sports when he doesn't know sports. So I had to put him in his place and I shut him down. And my friend Jody was the gatekeeper, and she shut him down. Well, she shut down JJ.
Let's see. But JJ took it.
Yeah,
that's the one thing that I can say. He took it. He took it.
Yeah.
One thing I can say is he took it. He took it on the chin like a man.
Yeah, well, you should.
See,
you think it's easy for me? I'm hosting this show. I know what I'm talking about. I research everything. I know everything. I know stats and facts and figures and everything. It's not just a saying, it's a fact that I know everything, and I'm going to just report it as I see it. And you get ignorant fans that think that they know it all, and they just make a fool of themselves.
Well, whenever I done told you what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
What I plan on doing whenever I find it. What I plan on doing. Because I plan on making somebody mad.
And you will.
And I will be making somebody mad. I'll probably end up coming on this show and
you're a clever mind.
Probably shut it off.
Would you be my co-host if you weren't clever? I mean, we've been friends for years. Not one argument. Not one argument. We get along great.
Get along really good.
We respect each other. There's a huge age difference. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because
it's not a bad age difference.
I mean, it's half the age, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about, and we get along, and well, I do like some of the people I don't.
Tom Brady.
But
I do not get mad if you don't like Tom Brady.
Well, Devin doesn't like. Devin loves Tom Brady.
I've always liked Tom Brady, even when I was younger. But I mean, I don't get mad whenever you talk about Tom Brady.
Well, you shouldn't get mad because I have a right.
That's your opinion.
I have a right to hate him. I go back again. I go back. The number one team that Tom Brady couldn't beat.
Yeah.
And that just gives me bragging rights, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's my show. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it loud and proud. And nobody's gonna try to shoot me down because they don't got a chance. I'll just make them disappear.
I just never liked him on the Patriots. That's the only thing. I never liked him on the Patriots.
Well, he was a little bit different. I mean, he didn't have a cheating coach. But then again, look at the Bucs fans did. The last couple of games of the season when they were losing to those other teams, they were calling for his head.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, He goes on a winning streak because he's in the weakest division in all of football with a team like Carolina that they had to play 2 out of 3 the last 3 games. 2 out of 3 against a weak-ass team.
Yeah.
You think if they would have played somebody good, they would have earned it. But the fact that crappy schedule and the competition, it was terrible. That's why they got in, because they had an easy schedule. And they were playing Carolina 2 out of 3, which is like a gimme. That's a gimme. And they lost a couple of games that they should have won against certain teams. And they lost. So, and again, like I've told many people before, and I'm going to remind you again, it doesn't matter how good your team does. You can kick ass and totally dominate the whole regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes to the playoffs, when it really counts and it really matters, it's all about the rings. It's football, you get the Super Bowl rings.
Got to get that championship and then the Super Bowl.
And then it's no different in hockey. You got to get them rings. They're playing for those rings. Championships. That's what it's all about. Not, I had the best record in the league. We had the best team. We were undefeated, it doesn't matter. You can go undefeated. I don't give a crap that you go undefeated. If you can't win in the playoffs and you choke in the playoffs,
you got to make sure that you got a pretty decent record in the regular season. I mean, look at the Cowboys. They had what was it? A 12-5.
They had
a pretty decent record.
Yeah, they were beating us. But then again, a lot of people were beating us. But we came back and we tried. And
the last game that you beat, you beat the Eagles.
We beat the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what, folks? It is time for the final thought. We have taken up enough time. Yeah. So Heidi's going to give everybody the final thought, and then I'll give my final thoughts. And here we go.
My final thought is
you have a couple of final evil thoughts.
Oh well. Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on getting what I plan on getting to make somebody mad. And that way I will. It is something that I can wear, and I plan on wearing it on this show.
That's great. You can come on to this show and just be like, yeah. That's what I love about this show. It's like, if you get a little bit of ruffle somebody's feathers, and they can't take it, but they run their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be something. It's going to be something good.
Tell me something good. I'll be looking forward to it.
If I can find it. Hopefully I can find something. I'm going to find it.
There's an evil intention there, folks.
There is. It really is.
So his final thought is he's got evil intentions. Like I said, JJ's a good guy. I met him. I don't like the fact that he doesn't. He supports the team. One of the teams that I hate. They're a terrible team.
A suck team.
It's a sucky team. And you can't brag about something that if you're dead seller, you just continue to suck every year instead of improve. Columbus Blue Jackets have not improved. They are just horrible.
And we also can't. We also got to talk about how he supports Baker.
Oh Lord! Don't even get me started on that. Baker, the one that threw the interception with the clock ticking down, winding down. He thought he was Tom Brady, and what? Oh, it's picked off. Game over. Baker, you're no. You're not that good, fella. Everybody's praising your name and everybody's kissing your ass. You're not that great. They're going to overpay this guy to keep him. And he's already said that if they don't bring back who's the their big guy,
Mike Evans.
yeah. If they don't bring back Evans, he's not coming back, folks. If Evans leaves, he's not going to come back. He's not going to sign them.
Yeah.
He's already said that hey, I gotta have him with us, or else I'm not gonna. Yeah, you're gonna go back to sucking, you know. But the thing is, their division is so easy; they can suck and still win the division. That's how pathetic that division is where the Bucks play. It's just freaking horrible. It's unfair because you got a whole bunch of shitty teams in that division, and that's why they've won all these years in a row because their division sucks.
I think it's kind of funny that we may not even get Belichick at all next season.
Mm-hmm.
No one might not even get him.
Isn't that interesting? Well, like I said, it all depends on Andy Reid whether he retires or not.
Well, I've also heard that if he don't retire, then somebody else might, like somebody on the inside might take Andy Reid's spot.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what I've heard too.
As long as you don't go to the Giants, I'll be happy because Giants don't have to cheat.
I've done cussed out somebody just a while ago on one of the Ravens groups that I'm in because somebody said, since nobody wants to say it, I will. Bill Belichick fire John Harbaugh. I'm like,
ooh.
I was like, oh hell no. I was like, you're on crack, and I was like, you're on something that's like really strong, and I was like, buddy, I was like, you need to get a life.
Wow.
That's what I told him.
See, there's somebody that doesn't know the rest from their elbow in sports, and I just you get these naive fans that don't know.
They're stupid.
They don't know what they're talking about, man. They're stupid. They're ignorant. But you know what? I mean, chances are.
Hey man, I got it. You stupid idiot! You just made the list.
Chris Jericho's list. I got to bring that back. I used to do that all the time. I used to love doing that. You just made the list.
All right, man.
That guy just made the list. Yep. Break out the pad. Break out the notepad. Write the name. Yep. Clench the pen. Yep. And then announce later. You just made the list. I love it. I used to do that all the time.
I got it right there in the drawer, too.
Nice. Well, you can add some names to it. That's good. Yeah, we could definitely start I used to do it. I used to do my own freaking people that I know.
You know what?
Uh-oh. Did we start a reoccurring tradition here?
Hold on a minute.
Oh, boy.
The list.
There it is. We're bringing
the list.
Back. We're bringing back the Jericho list. So you guys better just be on your best behavior because if you make this list, that's the third list.
There's one person I'm putting on here already.
Oh, somebody. Drum roll. I don't have no drum, so I got to use the ringer. Somebody's already making the list. I'd like to put a few people on that list.
I'll show you. Probably won't show nobody else.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Whoever that person is, I'm spelling his name.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Drill
What?
Brody. I guess that's how his name is. Drill Brody on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
You just made the list, buddy.
I agree. I know the name. I totally agree. You better keep that list away from me because I got a long list of people I put on there. But this is Hyder's list, though.
Well, we can put people from yours too.
I used to put my own friends on that list. You don't think so? I used to call out my own friends. Say, buddy, you just made the list. And they know what I'm talking about too, the shit list. How do you make this list? You're either a bonehead, you're either doing too many drugs and you're thinking that you know it all in sports when you don't know anything about sports. That's one of the reasons how you make this list, this most elite list. What else would qualify for that? I think I covered most of the reasons why you would make the list. But we'll be back next week, and we'll be adding some more people on the list. That would be great. Just every show, at least add one or two.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we got 2 now.
Oh, you added another one. Okay.
Well, we just got 2. Remember, we just got the 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's in here. So.
Yeah. Oh boy. So anyway, you guys have a good rest of the week. We're gonna close it down. We're over a little bit. So you guys have a great week. For the great Hydro, I am Joey Lightning. Have a great night, folks, and we'll see you next week.
The Great Bessie.
The Great Bessie. Tuesday night next week, 7 o'clock. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Bessie.